Southern wine that needs just a little bit of salt. You got to get that pretty end. Oh, wait a minute. You know I forgot the most important thing? Yeah. Oh, it's looking good. I guarantee that's a fine one. Ooh, boy. Hello there. I'm Justin Wilson. One of my favorite meats is lamb when it's cooked until it's tender and is seasoned well. There just isn't anything that can beat it. I'm not talking about tough old mutton, no, but young, tender lamb. Sometimes I like to cook it with mint or serve a mint sauce on the side or make a delicious gravy to pour over it. You're going to see me cooking lamb 25 years ago on one of the first shows I made for Mississippi Educational TV. There weren't many public television stations back then, so not many of you had a chance to see this show. I hope you like my recipes for leg of lamb, pork chops with dressing, and baked pork chops. I know I do. I guarantee. Hi, y'all are. I'm glad for you to see me. I guarantee. Whew, don't just sit there, laugh. That's more better. I'm going to tell you some stories to make you laugh, I think. So I'll start right now. You know, this story would remind me about something I got to tell you about. And it just tickles me to death because it's supposed to be true. Down in Crowley, Louisiana, I got a friend that's got a big rice farm, and he raised cattle too down there. And one day he was in his house watching television for the midday news, and flap, 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 somebody done knock on his door, you know. And he goes to the door, and there's one of them bureaucrats. And he don't even introduce himself. He pulled a laminated card out of his pocket, and he chunk it right in that Cajun face. He said, "You see them cards?" My friend said, "I got to. It's in my eye." He said, "Well, that card give me the authority and the right and the privilege to look at anything I want to on your place. That card say you can't stop me. I can look all I want. There ain't a thing you can do about that. I'm going to look." My friend said, "Go ahead and look till your eyeballs fall on the ground. That's all right with me." So he laughed, and my friend went back in to see the rest of the news. And after a while, he hear out there, "Help, help, won't you help me? Please help, help." Well, he run outside and he go back of his barn where he got a big corral back there, and he got his prize Santa Gertrudis bull back there. He go back there, and there that bureaucrat running around and around in them prize bull, 3 steps behind him trying to make it 3 all the time, trying to make it just 2. He get there real close and he run by, "Help, help, please help me. Help, help, please help me." You watch him come by there the 3rd time and he say, "Help." He says, "Show him your card. Show him that card you got there." Now today, this story goes right along there. We're not going to show beef, no, but it goes right along with it. But we're going to show something else that raised on the farm. A couple of things, in fact. Right now, we're going to show you how to cook a leg of lamb. Now, you know, you ask almost any GI, ex-GI, what was in Australia during World War II. And he gonna tell you that of all his most unfavorite meats, lamb and mutton is the most unfavoritist of all. To tell the truth, I don't think that Australian mutton was mutton at all. It was some kind of mountain goat or something like that. Whoo! Did that have a smell? I mean aroma. One you ain't gonna never forgot, I guarantee. But this leg of lamb is different, I guarantee. In the first place, it's young and tender. Look at that, you can tell. Young and tender lamb. Not tough old mutton. And most important, is the way you cook this lamb. The wine and the mint make the difference. That's for sure. And get that out there where I can get at it. And when you serve this dish, even an ex-GI, you're going to hear him rave about that. Whew. Now, when you go to the butchering shop, be sure you get lamb that got all the fat took off of that. And that's important, because lamb fat's not all that good, no. And also, too, don't forget, hey, the butcher, look, I want you to be sure and took them gland called a musk gland out of that. That's down in here on the leg of lamb. And I done got that out, right there. Now, I'm going to wipe this off real good. Let me get my roasting pan up here. Well, I can get at that. Put that right there. Take it off. Get that lamb wipe off good. And then I'm going to punch 6 holes in that. Not all at once, no. Just one at a time. And in that, I'm going to put a garlic clove and a little piece of green onion and cut that off right there. And I brought some pepper from my garden down in South Louisiana, cayenne pepper, green cayenne pepper. And if you don't got that, you can use some pickled pepper. It's all right. That'd go all right. Punch them hole in there. Put them garlic. And them onion, them shallot, how you call. Cut that off. Piece of pepper right in the same place. Go ahead in there. That's good. And we punch one over here. Put them garlic on that. Onion, cut them off. That little pepper, cut them off too, because you don't want to put all that pepper in there in that one place. Too much. Put that on there like that. I think I got room for one more hole here like that. Yeah. I'm not going to punch but 1, 2. And now let me tell you something else. Don't punch your hole first because you lost it and you can't find it. That's bad. Put it on there like that. And this leg of lamb is a small leg of lamb, and that's going to be enough on that. So I'm just going right now. I'm going to salt and pepper this leg of lamb with red pepper and salt. Man, that's pretty ass. Now what I'm going to do, put that salt on there pretty good. Do the same thing to the other side. And where that butcher people done haul off and took that musk out, you put some salt and pepper on that too. You don't want to make it feel neglected just because it had the musk took away from it. Now, I'm going to haul off and put on this. First of all, though, I'm going to put some olive oil in the bottom of this pan because I'm going to sear this thing. Let me check my oven there right now. Up oven at 400 degrees to start with. Get that preheated. Now I'm going to pat some mint, fresh mint, and rub it on there. Pat it on there real good. Both sides. This side first because I'm fixing to put that on that pot. There you go, boy. Isn't that nice? And put the rest of that mint on there. Pat it real good. That smells good like it is. Now I'm going to put this in that oven and see if I can't sear that just the least little bit on all sides, all 8 sides. Gonna get that did. Go ahead, start to sear there now. It's hot. Whew, I'll guarantee. You know, when I talk about sear that on all sides, I never will forget this story. It doesn't necessarily have all sides, but it's got 2 of them anyhow. I got to go down and see my friend Alma Piku and her husband about 12 or 11 miles down from where I live. And I make the mistake of tell somebody I'm going to brought myself down there. And I'll get down there, and in a vacant field next to Alma Piku's combination ballroom, saloon, and dance floor, there's 17 or 16 Cajun, and all of them got a hold of a telephone pole. Now, the pole's not holding them up, they're holding the pole up. And the pole's on top of the ground, not in the ground. And on top is a little bitty Cajun with a tape measure trying to get somebody to cut that on the ground. And like a fool, I walk up there and say, what y'all doing, huh? That little kid said, any fool know what we're doing. We're trying to measure how high this pole is. I said, well, look, lay it down on the ground. You can tell how long it is easy like that. He said, we know how long the doggone thing is. We want to find out how high it is. Now, in this right here, I'm going to put a tablespoonful of Worcestershire sauce, Rooster. That help out the flavor of most anything. Tablespoonful. And in this cup here, I got a tablespoonful of dry mustard. I'm going to put on this sauterne wine. That's what I got here, you know. That dry mustard, I want to tell you what it did. It takes the flavor all over. Look at that, I'm stirring with a knife. Don't see some spoons, so I'll just use this knife. This dry mustard will take that flavor all the way through there. All the way through. Now I got to check, I got to turn them lamb, because I hear it searing real good. Let me turn them over. You hear that? Ooh, I guarantee. And it's sear right there, too. It's sear for just one little minute in there. While I get my stuff stirred up good. I don't want to put something in there what ain't stirred up real good, I guarantee. That smells good. Ooh. Now I'm going to take them lamb out. Hold still. I'm going to take it out here where you can see that. And I'm going to haul off there and pour my wine, Lookin, Perrin, Worcestershire sauce, and dry mustard right over that. You talk about good. That's good, yeah. Now I'm going to put a, how you call it, a lid on that. And put that rascal right back in that oven and let her cook. Now, I would advise you to lower your heat just at least a little bit because that oven may kind of pop every now and then. It does that to let you know that lamb don't like what's going on. Now, you got to baste them lamb pretty frequent, about every 15 or 10 minutes. And if you run out of juice, add about a half water and half wine, going light on the water, you know. Now, I got something else I'm going to fix here for you. Pork chop. Not that pretty. We're going to fix baked pork chop. Now, you need 6 center-cut pork chop, what I got here. What I done already, salt and pepper with red pepper and salt, and I browned that off in a great big skillet. Try to get them all browned at the same time, quick as I could. And I put them in this dish right here that I put just a little oil on the bottom to keep it from sticking. Put each one on the bottom. You don't want them to even overlap because you want a little room in case you got to baste. Then I took a large bell pepper like that, see? Chop it off. And I made rings just like that. Like them ring there. And I got them already fixed right here. I put a ring right there, a ring right there. In fact, I just wring the daylight out of every one of them pork chops. Get that fixed. Ain't that pretty? Now, I'm going to take an ice cream scoop. We ain't going to put ice cream on this, no. We're going to put rice, good Louisiana rice. Put them in them scoop like that. We put that in that ring of bell pepper and press it down at least a little bit. We that on every one of that. Whoo-wee, you talk about good. Press it down just at least a little bit. Yes, sirree, man. That's fine. This not only look good, it's a beautiful dish to serve when you got company, people that you don't know real good. Come in. Now get this on there like that. I ain't near through either. After I get this ice cream looking rice on there from this ice cream scoop. And get the rice off my hand so I can handle something else. I'm going to put an onion. Not a ring, no. The whole doggone thing. I better turn that one over so it won't ring on me now. Put that on there and press it down at least a little bit. Put onion on every one. Ooh-wee. Isn't that pretty? Put that onion there like that. Press them down. Now, you thought I was true. But I ain't, no. What I'm going to put on there is a tomato. Now, if tomato ain't in season and it too high at the store, get them whole can of tomato. Them tomato what got them can what got them whole tomato on there. Well, you put that on there. You just cut them in half and lay it right on top. Stay still. Now, there you got it. Slice the tomato right on top. Man, I tell you, them twin bed onions is strong, yeah. Come out just right with 6 slices of tomato from them one medium-sized tomato. Now, then I empty 2 number 3 cans of tomatoes in this pan. This got to be salt and peppered. Got to put some salt and pepper on this tomato because if you don't did that, it's bad. You can use red pepper, black pepper. Black pepper's handy, I'll use that. Now I'm going to put that on there real hygienically. You notice? Put it on there like that. These are tomatoes what been broke up real fine. I'm going to pour that down in there. That look good. You want to put enough to baste, but you don't want to put too much. You don't want to cover your pork chop. That would be too much. Ooh-wee. Get over there. Ain't that fine? That smells good, too. Now, we season that with salt and pepper, and we cover that. We put a lid on that. This right here. And we're going to put this in the oven, 350 degrees. That's what we're going to do. But before I put that in there, ooh-wee, that's hot. I'd look at that pan real quick. Get that out of there like that. I'm just going to show you how that look while I put the other one in there. Don't that pretty, huh? I guarantee that's pretty, yeah. Now we put that at 350 degrees. That's what that go on, 350. And get this out of my way. And I'm going to put this back here. It's not that hot now, thank goodness. Whew. Put that right there. Got to get this out of my way. Start over clean. Now, we're going to fix pork chop one more time some other way. God, don't spill the wine, Justin. Whoo-wee. Isn't that pretty? Now, wasn't that pretty, huh? I guarantee it is. Now, what I'm going to do right now is make a breadcrumb dressing. I got 2 cups of breadcrumb. Crush up real good. Put that on there. And then I got to put a little salt and pepper on that, too. I'm going to do it while I'm taught about it right this minute. About a teaspoon and a half on there. That's about all. That's right what that is. and a little red pepper. We don't want to miss that. I'll lose my diploma. I don't put that. Now I'm going to beat the daylight out of 2 eggs, chicken eggs. You know, they're all kind of, a lot of times I make dressing with duck eggs. They make very good dressing. Lou, we'll give this the Cajun whip. There we go. And to this, we're going to haul off there. What that is? Wine, claret wine. Going to put that on there. And whip that just the least little bit. And we're going to put that on the breadcrumb. And that's fine. Let me get his spoon. There, one. We're going to stir that up real good. You talk about good. I guarantee that's good. We'll put on there some olive oil, which is very good. 1/4 cup of olive oil. That kind of hold it together too, make it taste more better, and kept it from burning also. Main thing is it tastes more better. And in the bottom of this baking pan, what I got there, I got some olive oil on there. Now, here's another time. Onion, cup of onion. I like them grated usually. And I got hid from right here on this table a half of a small bay leaf. I'm going to break it up in little bitty pieces so you won't know what you bit into when you get it. Put that on there like that. And I got some garlic, what I done hauled off and sent through the press. The garlic press. We're going to stir that up. Now, that's kind of dry. You don't want this to be dry, no. Put a little steak sauce. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons full of them steak sauce. You get the kind you like. It don't make some difference with me. I got the kind I like to put in here. 1. They don't have to be too heaping. And then I'm going to put about 1.5 teaspoons of Louisiana red hot sauce. Now, this is cayenne hot sauce. Let me put that on there like this. 1.5 teaspoons. Put that over there out of my way. And I'm going to see if I got enough juice. Now, if I don't got enough juice, I'm going to add water on that. I'll guarantee that's not juicy enough. I hate to put them water on them wine, but I'll did it. There we go. Add a little more water, a little more juice. That's beginning to smell right. Stir that real good. Just at least a little bit more water. Ooh, it breaks my heart. Now, we're going to put all this in this baking pan right there. This casserole dish or baking pan, don't make some difference. This is a casserole dish, aluminum. How you call it? Get all your dressing out of there because you need every bit of that because that's good. And we spread that. Come out of there, you. And we spread that on there, all over that bottom of this casserole. Man, that's pretty there. Now, what we're going to put on top of there is pork chop. What we got here. We're going to salt and pepper that with red pepper. And then we're going to put that, we're going to cover that and put it in a 350-degree oven. Hoo-wee. Look at that, man. Ain't that fine? Now, hope it all fits. 1, 2. I'm going to turn that over because I'm going to do it the other way, too. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Who must have done that before? 6. Now I'm going to put a little red pepper on that. And a little salt on that, too. Look at that, man. We put a cover. We use aluminum foil on this one, too. We cover that real good. And we're going to put this in a 350-degree oven also, too. But I'm going to have to get something out of that to show you how pretty it look already. You know, I've been busy cooking all that stuff like that. Look at that. Don't that pretty? I guarantee. We put this on a 350-degree oven and let her cook. 350 degrees. It's not too hot, no. That's fine. Put that over there like that. Now, let me put this out of my way. Here we go. Y'all thought I wasn't going to eat some of this. You wrong. Come here to me, you. Pork chop. Another little pork chop. With them good dressing on the bottom. Come here, you. Yeah, just a little taste is all I want. Oh, guarantee. Pour a little wine. A day without wine is a day without sunshine. Don't forget that. Put that on there with them rice. And a little of them lamb gravy. Ooh, you kid. Ain't that fine? Get some on them rice. But I got to cut a piece of lamb, too, for me. That's for sure. Turn this over and just cut just a little bit of them lamb. Not too much, just a slab. Now, sit yourself down, Justin, and eat this.